Hi all, welcome to the Salesforce Ultimate Guide channel. Today we will start with LWC session 9. I hope you guys have followed my earlier 8 LWC videos and practiced along. The very hands-on practice gives us the confidence. Once we cover all the LWC basics, we will work on the real-time projects. And when we attend the interviews, we can easily answer the questions and answers. So, and also I request you guys to keep your mobile in a different room and lock it over there. If you're watching this video on the mobile, that will not be much of use. Please watch it on laptop and practice along with the in the VS Code. Then only you can easily pick up the uh, coding part. And please keep your mobile away for the next 1 hour when you go through practice this video. Okay, let us start with the session 9. In this session, we are going to study about getObjectInfos. GetObjectInfos from Lightning of the UI Object Info API. In the last session, we have studied getObjectInfo. In this session, we are going to study about the getObjectInfos and then use this adapter to get the metadata for multiple objects. So in the earlier one, getObjectInfo, we got the metadata of the only one object. From using this, we can get the metadata for two objects. The response includes metadata describing the fields, child relationships, record type, and the theme for each object. Okay. So, and then the second one is getPicklistValues adapter from Lightning UI Object Info API. Use this adapter to get the picklist values for a specified field, record type ID, and field name. Okay. So we will go through the practice. Today's our goal is to display the get object infos like this, and the second object is to get picklist values. So let us say that I want to bring a picklist value onto my screen. So how we can bring it using LWC? So these two we are going to see in this particular session. So we will start with the get object infos demo. I will utilize the same component which we have used earlier, we have developed earlier. So get object infos demo one, you guys would have already built this much. Okay, I'm going to start with this only. Let us say that I want to get the opportunity objects data metadata as well. So first I will import it here in the JavaScript. And we will see first the syntax of this particular data service. Get object info. Use this wire adapter to get the metadata for multiple objects. The response include metadata describing the fields, child relationships, record type, and theme for each object. Import Lightning element wire from LWC. Import get object infos from Lightning UI object info API. Then the objects which we want to import, and then within this particular block, we are going to write at the rate wire get object infos, and then we are going to pass the object API names, which all are like object account object and opportunity object, and then the property or function to store the data. Okay, so here they have given one of the example. Okay, let's try this. Get object infos is the adapter name. So we'll start like at the rate wire get object infos, then within the floor bracket we have object API names. Is so this account object and operator object, we are going to store it in one of the array. In this object names, we have to pass it here. And this particular wire method should be get called when both the account of object and my property object both are called using wire. So we'll pass it as dollar. So it will be reactive. When this particular data is available, then only it will call the wire property. Then within this we are going to store it as object infos handler function. It will return either the data or error. If of data console dot log the data. If of error console dot error the error. Okay. And here we are getting one error because it get object infos is not yet imported. So we can write get object infos. Okay, so this part is done. Now let us first go and deploy this. Opportunity. Now I will deploy this. Okay, and it's deployed. I go to the UI and reload the page. On click of the inspect and go to console, we have these objects printing here, not this one. Yeah, this one. We have within the object, we have results of array of 2. And if we expand that, we get that this is the main data. Within that, we have results as the array, and then within that, we have result as the result. And within that, we have API name as account, as well as default record type ID as this particular. Similarly, for the another one, we have result API name is opportunity. Again, if we expand, API name is opportunity, and its default record type ID is coming here. Yeah, the data is coming properly. Now let's go and print it on the UI. We'll declare one more local variable object info, and whatever the data is coming, this dot object info is equal to the data. I'm going to store it in this variable. Then if we go to the UI, first we will copy paste the card, and we'll first remove all the whatever we have in the middle section. Then we right now we are getting where this data we are getting in a array format. Okay, so to display that we need to write on for loop. So you all guys already know about the for loop. We have to write it in template loop for each. First we need to pass the looping variable. So the data is coming in the object info. I'm going to loop that, and then for item, I'm going to give the name as object obj. And within this one division, and then within that one more division. First we will write the object API name. Okay. Then we will print the default record type ID. Okay, so here we are getting the error because we need to give the key. So the very first thing is object API name. So we are getting the object info. When within that, let us say that this is the data, and this is the data. Within that, we have the results. Dot results, and then within that we have result. So I will just for loop it over the dot results. So then within this, the looping variable is obj dot result, because within result we have result, and within that we have the API name dot API name. Okay, so I'm going to paste this again here. So object dot result name is one of the unique names, so that I will be giving it as key, and then result dot default record type ID. So default record type ID, you can copy from here and write it here. And this particular loop will run when the data is available. So we'll put one more template loop over here. If of true, if of true, object info, then only run this. You will deploy and see. Yes, now we are getting get object info demo, object API name account, default record type ID, and object API name is opportunity and default record type ID. Object dot result dot, okay, so looped it. Then we will start with the next one, get picklist values adapter. Okay, so what is the use case? Let us say that we have this particular design file, get picklist values. We want to bring one of the picklist field onto the UI. So earlier we used to get it from the calling the Apex, and then from getting the data from there, and then again displaying it on the UI. But since we have Lightning data services now, we can easily get this displayed on the UI. So let us say create one more new component. Get picklist values demo one. So the adapter name is get picklist values. First, we will go through the syntax. Get picklist values. Use this wire adapter to get the picklist values for a specified field. Import Lightning element wire. Import get picklist values from Lightning UI object info API. Import industry field from @Salesforce schema account.industry. Then with the @wire get picklist values. Record type ID we need to pass, and then the field API name we need to pass. Okay. So first we will, along with this, we will import the wire as well. Import the industry field, and well as well as get picklist values. So this wire adapter we need to fetch get picklist values wire adapter from Lightning UI object info API, and then I'll import the field, which field I want to display. I want to display industry field. Okay, this much is done. Then we will start writing the code here. So the syntax is @wire get pick list values. Then within that we need to pass record type ID. Okay, so record type ID is this one, and then field API name. So the field API name is industry field. Then we are going to store this output in a industry list variable. Okay. Here we need to pass the record type ID dynamically. So to achieve this, you guys already know about the get object info. So in this one, we have called the get object info adapter, and we got the account object data, and then from that we can easily fetch the default record type ID. So I'm going to do the same here as well. At the rate wire. So we will first get our get object info demo syntax. At the rate where get object info, object API name is account object, and then this I'm going to store in the name object info property. So we need to import this wire adapter as wire this data service as well. So give as get object info adapter from lightning UI object info API. Okay, so that one is done now. So in this one, the whole data will be there, so that we can fetch it as object info dot data dot default record type ID. So default record type ID, we have just written it here. So I'll copy the same thing and write the default record type ID. But this one we should pass it as a reactive property. So whenever the value available for this one, this particular adapter will be called. Okay. Yeah. Then the very next thing is we want to display it on the UI. First, let us see that if the particular data we are getting on the screen. So I will deploy this. Okay. First, I will write something on the HTML as well. So we'll first copy paste our lightning card, and then remove the middle portion. Pick list values will be displayed here. Okay, deploy this. we need to get pick list values demo. Yeah, it's deployed successfully. Edit page. Oh, sorry. I need to get pick list values demo one. Okay. Yeah, the metadata we did not deploy. So is exposed is true. Deploy this. Reload. Get pick list values demo one. This component is placed here, and if we click on the inspect, click on console. Yeah, here we can see that within this object, within the values, we have all the industry pick list values. Okay, I think you guys are already aware of that. So if you go to account, we have this industry pick list value from agriculture till other are the different values. So here we can see from the agriculture till other. So we have total of 32 pick list values. Okay, so we got the data in the JS. We just need to show it on the UI. But to show this on the UI, we will be needing one of the combo box. Okay, so let's search about the combo box in LWC. Lightning combo box. So we just need to study more these particular documentations so we can easily do our combo box. A widget that provides an input field that is read-only accompanied by a drop-down list of selectable options. So the basic combo box is selection required, disabled combo box. These are the examples. Here we have in progress, new, and finish one of the combo box. To get the combo box, and this is the HTML code, and this is the JavaScript code. So in the HTML code, you are passing name, label, value, placeholder, options, and on chain. So this placeholder is the this particular. Let us say I have given it as here I want to display select the status. So that is the placeholder. Select the progress is written here. Okay, and then if I want to write something on the top, so that is the name. So here they have written this status. So this particular label is coming over here. Okay, as well as then the on change, we will be calling handle change method. Options are like from the JavaScript, we are going to display the options. Okay, so and then the selected values, this is a particular at that particular time, this is the selected value. So if you see on the JavaScript, handle change event is there that will just take the event.detail.value and store it in the value field. Okay, earlier the value is given as in progress, so by default the in progress value will be selected. Okay, similarly, here we have get options. So here we need to pass it in the format of this to the here on the option side so that it can display. So let us see it on live. I'll copy this lightning combo box and I'll remove the this particular line and paste my combo box. Okay, so now we need to change the values. So I'll write industry table I want to store the industry, the value I'm going to create one of the placeholder, select industry, then the options. So I'll give industry options, and then the value I'm going to give as selected industry. Handle chain method. So even we have to copy the JavaScript code as well. So from here to the handle change method, we are going to copy and paste it in our JavaScript file below these lines of code. So this particular value we are going to give it as selected industry. So I'll replace it with selected industry and keep it as blank. Then the options I'm going to give industry options. So let us say that first I'll keep it as empty array. Okay. Then we will just comment out this get options for time being. Handle change event detail dot value, this dot value. So this dot selected industry is going to be event dot detail dot value, and then selected industry handle change method. Okay. And then we need to fetch now the industry options. Okay. So this we are going to get it from here. I'm going to write one method here. Generate pick list values method. So that will be taking data as the input. Yeah, first we will write the generate pick list values method. So this particular method will return, first it will take the industry pick list. So first it will take the data. So we are passing generate pick list values method the data. For data, they are the values here. We have seen here. So for data, these are the values. Okay. So values dot, we will call map method to transform the values. So each item is going to be transformed as, so that we need to store it in the this particular format. Label is item dot label, because here we can see that values are stored as label and value. Okay. So each item I'm going to transform it as item dot label. This single quote is not required here. Similarly, this particular value I'm going to store it as item dot value. So this particular generate pick list values method will take all the data and then it will transform it as in map format. So item dot label and item dot value will be stored. Then this industry options I'm going to give, then make it equal to the generate pick list values of data. So this is local property. I'll writing it as industry options. Yeah. Yeah. Let us see. Yeah, we got on. Sorry. Pick list values is generate pick list values. Okay, there is some more error. Generate pick list values. Okay, first this is also defined as a local function. This dot generate pick list values. Deploy this. Which are all the methods we have defining as local methods? We have to call them using this dot method name. It is taking so much time. Okay, reload this page. Yeah, industry, and we have all the industries coming over here. So finally, we are going to print it within this selected. Okay, first I'll say p tag selected industry is. So the options are all the industry options which are in array format, and the selected one will be in the value. So this selected industry, I'm going to print it here. It's taking so much time to deploy. Let's cancel this. Deploy this again. Reload this page. Select your industry, banking. Select your industry, chemicals. Select your industry, communication. Select your industry, construction. So this is how it works. So if you guys have understood the teaching way, please comment it on the comment section, and please like the video. So I'll be more encouraged to come up with more videos, good videos. Okay. Thank you so much.